Yeah, it's been a wonderful morning here. But let me just give you take two roundup of the Caribbean. Now, let's start off with Jamaica. The Bar Association demand Attorney General withdraw comments criticizing judiciary. I'm going to hit you with that headline for give you enough time to sip your cup of tea. Now we can get into it. The president of the Jamaica Bar Association, Emily Lever, says the Attorney General's statement could undermine the public trust in the judicial system. The Attorney General, Queen's Counsel, Merle Malahou-Fort, says she appreciates that the statement made by a holder of one high office can severely affect the public confidence in the holder of other high offices. This came on the heel of a tweet that Mrs. Malahou-Fort posted that if ever our courts of law cease to be guided by or apply the law and instead become court of public opinion, special interest, personal interest, or anything less than, therein lies the biggest threat to our democracy. Well, the Attorney General was responding to a suggestion by two attorneys that the Supreme Court Judge Bertram Morrison heard a habeas corpus application and ruled that the detention of 5 men under the state of public emergency is unconstitutional. So clearly the opposition had to say something. So the opposition Senator K.D. Knight commented on the statement and says that in the House of Senate, that Mrs. Malahou-Fort, if she stands by her comment, she should resign. Let me sip another cup of tea because that was a lot to take in. No, this is a celebration. Marsha, this is the biggest celebration we should have right now. Now, it's a win for the Caribbean and a win for Jamaica. A Jamaican was appointed executive director to the International Trade Center of the UN.
Wow.
I know.
Where is the confetti?
I'm blowing up mine. It's going off in my head. It's going off in my head. The United Nations Secretary General Antonio Gutierrez on Friday announced the appointment of Jamaican Pamela Coke Hamilton as Executive Director of International Trade Center, the joint agency of the United Nations Conference of Trade and Development, that's UNCTAD, and the World Trade Organization for Trade and International Business Development. Mrs. Coke Hamilton, who is currently Director of the Division of International Trade and Commodities at UNCTAD, is a lawyer, a diplomat, and a trade expert. I am happy in 2 ways. 1, for the Caribbean. 2, she named Hamilton. My name is Hamilton, of course.
Of course. Pick up yourself.
And just saying take now, going all the way over to Barbados right now. So Barbados amended guidelines for its remote working visa program. It was amended to include partner clause, which came amid concern of discrimination against LGBT persons, as it previously indicated spouse as man and woman as per the domestic law. This was addressed by the Prime Minister, Mia Mottley. Over a couple of days, Barbados has officially launched its 12 months Barbados Welcome Stamp. It's a new visa that allows remote workers to live and work from the Caribbean country for up to a year. A new 12-month visa let me correct that it aims at those who work remotely, which, as the COVID virus lockdown has shown, applies to more persons than we previously thought. For more detail on this, persons can visit barbadoswelcomestamp.bb for more information. That is barbadoswelcomestamp.bb. And something that we all are concerned about, I know I could not have been doing this without thinking about the weather. So while all that weather's happening in the US, this is what happened in the Caribbean now. We have a tropical storm, Gonzalo, accelerating its speed to southern western islands. Right? As of 11 a.m. on July 24th, 2020, Tropical Storm Gonzalo maximized sustained wind at nearly 50 miles per hour. This is 10 miles per hour drop from its earlier reading. The U.S. National Hurricane Center, however, continued to advise that there is considerable uncertainty in the intensity forecast, but some strengthening is still possible during the next day or two. That's before Gonzalo reaches the southern western Windward Islands. So Windward Islands are battening up now and doing all they need to do to get themselves prepared for a tropical storm.
Wow.
Weakness is expected after Gonzalo moved into the Caribbean Sea, as the cyclone is expected to dissipate by the middle of the week. Well, middle of next week, actually. So fingers crossed, the rest of the Caribbean, we don't get to face much of it. But I'm sorry for those in the windward side. I'm so sorry.
I know. And we have already like four hurricanes that are
yes.
about.
We have actually had the first hurricane of Atlantic season is the one in the Gulf of Mexico right now. That is what's happening now. That's the first one. Everybody's a tropical storm. I'm like, what's happening? That's 4.
2020 is my year.
I don't know what's happening. But as I said, only the Lord knows, and He knows why. We were facing a lot of heat. We needed this little rain. Let's just give us a storm, and we can handle the wind and the rain. Just make the wind weak, and a lot of rain, and we can feel good. To keep the earth cool. But He knows what He's doing. Back into Antigua and Barbuda. Antigua and Barbuda to hold virtual party monarch competition. With the COVID-19 forcing the cancellation of carnival activity in Antigua and Barbuda, this year's party monarch competition will be held virtually. The Antigua and Bermuda Festival Commission, ABFC, announced that for the first time, a virtual party monarch competition will be held Saturday, August 1st. The competition is open to all citizens of Antigua and Bermuda, 18 years and older. The participants can complete the registration form online by visiting Antigua Carnival website. They can submit their track record and music by email or flash drive. For email, it is abfestivals@ab.gov.ag. That is abfestivals@ab.gov.ag. We all get that, right?
Yes, we do.
I'm hoping so. The deadline for registration, however, for track submission is Saturday, July 25th, which is today. So if you haven't already, I hope that you're doing it now.
Yeah.
All the persons in Antigua and Bermuda that wish to be a part of the festival, go out, enjoy yourself, make your submission, be a part of this first event. So, and that's it for today's roundup.
Thank you so much, Akeelim.
You're most welcome. I would just like to share that what Lady Wilson said today, it is close to home as well for me. My grandaunt has lost she had a stillborn as well.
Wow.
When she was, it was before I was born, but it's still, even up to today's date, it still affects her. So I can understand. And all powers go to you. But just to close, anybody who wishes to submit information or just give us a shout out or information, any news, you can send it to info@umiradio.com. Now on over to you, Marsha J.
Hold on, Akeelim. I don't want you to go so fast because I have a very interesting topic. We have a little segment called Hot Topics that we're introducing today. And I realize that we have some more guests in the studio. We're going to go to them shortly. How do you feel about the whole, well, we know Kanye West, he has now given his life over to the Lord and, he's making waves in the music industry. And now here comes a story about him being bipolar, and the community at large is being very hard on him for it. And then we know of Kim Kardashian, who is his wife, and she has been advocating and saying, please understand that his speech or his erraticness is really attributed to the illness that he's going through. What are your thoughts on that?
mental illness is not something that we should play around with or criticize. And yes, some may say he may be using it as an excuse because he has the money and the resources to do that, but I don't think it is. I believe that if somebody's bipolar, it's very hard of you to sit there on your high horse and judge him for his behavior he can't control. I'm sure he's trying in of himself to keep it in.
Yeah.
And depending on the stage in which he's at, I think we should at least give him the benefit of the doubt and say, you know what, we're here. And he's another black man. We are already facing, we have Nick Cannon facing his dilemma. We have quite a few facing their dilemma. We had Monique the other last year or year before. We had so much black people that are wealthy black people that has what some would deem accomplished, and they've been teared down. Stop doing that to each other. Let's put our backs behind of him. Let's protect him. Let's support him. Mental illness is not easy. It's hard on the person, hard on the family, hard on everybody who comes in contact with him. It's not something that we should take lightly or easy. I don't think we should be harsh on him. But I like Kanye. I don't know why. I have always liked Kanye. I think he speaks his mind always. I like someone that speaks their mind. He's focused and he's driven and he's quite artistic. He's a good producer and a really good musician. And I think it's time that we just stop, take ourselves out of our own feelings and opinions of what somebody might do or what they may be, and listen to the information and examine it and apply. Little compassion. You don't have to put in a lot, just enough. Just enough, to let him know you're here and you love him and you respect him and that he's going through something and you support his family. You don't have to donate money, you don't have to do anything. Just let him know you're here. Send him love on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Just send love. That's my take on it.
Thank you so much for your take on it.